It's the day Vanessa Lynch has been waiting for, the National Assembly passing a bill she's dedicated 9 years to. But despite widespread support from all political parties, not enough MPs showed up to pass it.
Again, we are not getting the quorum we require. We have 193.
After waiting for almost an hour, MPs were called back to vote. Lynch is relieved. Her father was murdered in his own home by a gang of robbers. Little evidence was gathered as the crime scene was completely contaminated by paramedics, the police and family. To this day, the crime remains unsolved.
I understood that the chances of ever finding these guys based on what had happened was pretty slim. So I had to make a choice there. But I couldn't just let it go. I couldn't go back to my life as it was because everything had changed. Everything. So I thought to myself, well, let's look at the bigger picture here. Can we stop this from happening again?
After months of research, it was clear to Lynch that South Africa needed a DNA database, where police would collect DNA from anyone arrested for crimes like robbery, assault and murder. And possible matches could then be made with the DNA collected from scenes of cold cases. Lynch then started DNA Project, lobbying hard for new laws. In 2008, government was finally on board, but before Parliament got to work on the bill, it was election time, then the dawn of a new administration, and work had all but ground to a halt. MPs only recently started working on the law again.
We therefore hope that with the introduction of this bill and its operation, we are going to be able to solve a lot of cases which remain unsolved, because this is the most scientific way of dealing with crime.
Once the bill is signed into law comes the next big challenge, its implementation. Thousands of police officers and forensic specialists will have to be trained to ensure that the system is well managed and effective, or else the fight for this legislation will have been in vain. PAULA, CHOWLES, Parliament.
News that moves. eNCA.com.